To call Rashmi Reddy on the stage to present on the topic MSME as an aid to startup.
Present. Am I audible? Yes. Okay, thank you. Hello. Everyone here present. My name is Rashmi Reddy and I am a CA final student. Before starting with the presentation, I would like to give you a reason that why you should even listen to me today. And that is because if any one of you is thinking of starting a business or a startup in the near future, then this presentation is for you because this will give you monetary benefits. And if money is involved, I think CA के काम तो वहाँ खड़े हो ही जाने चाहिए, right?
Yes.
My topic for today is unlocking growth, the role of MSMEs in startup success. Now before starting with the presentation, I would like to ask a very simple question to the knowledgeable and learned youth present here. Don't worry guys, this is not an academic question. इतना hype create करके मैं academic question से start नहीं करूँगी. So, any one of you is a fan of this person or want to become like this person here? Jethalal Champaklal Gada. Anyone?
Yes.
Oh boys. I'm not asking in the context of Babita ji that how flirt Jethalal is. But I was talking in the context of the OG businessman Jethalal is. I mean, we all want to become business tycoons one day, right? But the question is, how? Where do we start from? What are the benefits we will get if we start as an MSME? Well, today, I will answer all your questions. So, as Priyank sir already said, that manifestation really works, right? So, I request you all to manifest today that we will start a startup or a business in the future. Now, a startup are typically begun by founders or co-founders who have a way to solve a problem. The problem can either be in the consumer market, it can be a problem in the existing business model or anything. And we as an entrepreneur have to come up with a solution. The solution can either be a prototype of the product or catering to a segment of individuals who are not usually looked upon to, or solving a problem in the existing business model. And the second stage, now that we have idea that what problems are we catering to, comes the second stage, and that is funding. So a startup can be typically funded by three major sources. The first is bootstrapping, angel investors or VCs, that is venture capital funds. Now what is bootstrapping? Bootstrapping is something where individuals on their own or with the help of friends and relatives fund the startup. In simple words, papa ka paisa, right? Or friends and relatives. But my friends तो गरीब है, so either I have to do it by myself or make a baby face in front of my parents and ask them for money. Well, the baby face only works for daughters though. Mr. Sir would relate, he has a daughter, daughters with a baby face and ask for anything, I guess. The second is angel investors. Angel investors are individuals who believe in the idea of the startup. And the third is VCs. VCs is venture capital funds. Venture capital funds are organizations who take money of the investors and invest in the startup, and they basically take a stake in the startup. Now that we have idea of what problems are we catering to, and we also have funds, so we will invest in the startup and make some turnover, right? So on the basis of the turnover and the investment we make, our startup will be classified into either micro enterprise, small enterprise or medium enterprise. On the basis of turnover, the limit is 5 crores, 50 crores and 250 crores for micro, small and medium enterprises. And on the basis of investment, the limit is 1 crores, 10 crores and 50 crores for micro, small and medium enterprises respectively. Now that our startup is classified into micro, small or medium enterprise, we will have some benefits. Now we all know that the concept of startup is not new. There must have been startups in the past as well, right? But why is there a sudden boom in the startup industry? That, my friends, is not because of the show Shark Tank India. That is because of the government initiatives towards these startups and MSMEs. Government schemes like Make in India project, the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme and many more. Now that we are in the State Conference of Gujarat, I will be mostly talking about the subsidies and schemes that the Gujarat government is providing to all the MSMEs. Starting with the capital subsidy. So capital subsidy is only available for micro manufacturing units, and it is a term loan linked subsidy, and it is categorized on the basis of taluka. For taluka 1, the limit is 25% of the term loan amount and the maximum cap is rupees 35 lakhs. For taluka 2, it is 20% of the term loan amount and the maximum cap is rupees 30 lakhs. For taluka 3, the maximum cap is rupees 10 lakhs and the subsidy amount will be 10% of the term loan. The next is interest subsidy. It is also a term loan linked subsidy and it is also categorized on the basis of taluka. For taluka 1, the interest subsidy is 7% of the term loan amount and the maximum cap is rupees 35 lakhs, and that 35 lakhs, my friends, is per annum. So basically we will get 35 lakhs, 35 lakhs, 35 lakhs every year for 7 years, which I think is a great deal for any startup. For taluka 2, the limit is 6% on term loan and the maximum cap is rupees 30 lakhs. For taluka 3, the subsidy amount is 5% of the term loan amount and the maximum cap is rupees 25 lakhs. There are also some additional conditions for interest subsidy. If one is a differently abled individual, then he, she or they will get 1% additional interest subsidy, and if she is a woman entrepreneur, then she will get 1% additional interest subsidy. And for all of us, there is one more scheme that 1% additional interest subsidy is available to young entrepreneurs below the age of 35 years. An eligible enterprise shall have to bear minimum 2% of the interest levied by the bank or the financial institution. The next is the net SGST reimbursement for MSMEs, which is only available for the state of Gujarat, at least for now. And it is also categorized on the basis of taluka. For taluka 1, it is 100% of the net SGST for 10 years, up to 7.5% of the EFCI, that is eligible fixed capital investment. For taluka 2, it is 90% of the net SGST, and for taluka 3, it is 80% of the net SGST. And there's a point that the period of 10 years shall be counted from the commencement of the commercial production. The next is the government is not only focusing on subsidies but also loans. So there is one CGTMSE scheme. The full form is Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises, and here you will get, or any startup will get 5 crores of rupees without any collateral security or any third party guarantee, which is also a great deal. And not only this, there's also subsidy related to this that there's also a subsidy related to this that 100% of the annual fees paid to the bank or financial institution by the entrepreneurs will be reimbursed, which is also a great deal for any MSME startup. Guys, there's any joke behind? Okay. The next is power connection charges. You will get a subsidy of 35% of the charges paid to the distribution licensee for the LT and HT connection. LT is low tension and HT is high tension. service line. Maximum limit for this is rupees 5 lakhs. The next is also very important because this is also to any startup or MSME, that is then to MSEs only. Medium enterprises are not covered here, only micro and small enterprises are covered, and the subsidy is 65% of the rent paid by the enterprise, and the maximum cap is rupees 1 lakh per annum. And there are many more like electricity duty exemption scheme and other schemes like EPF reimbursement scheme, quality certification, financial support to MSME in ZED certificate, assistance in implementation of information and communication technology, assistance for raising capital through SME exchange, and assistance for patent registration, subsidy for technology acquisition, and many more. Right? So let's make this interesting by discussing some case studies. Now the case studies that I am going to discuss are not very famous because famous तो सबको पता होंगे, right? सब CA students हैं यहाँ पे. So the first case study that I am going to discuss is this company called Pool. Now Pool made 100 crores just by selling used temple flowers. Can you believe it? See, 8 million tons of flowers are used by us Asian every year in the temples. Now Ankit Agrawal, the founder of Pool, decided to do something about it, and he started a startup called Pool. Pool succeeded in just 6 months. But how did they do that? Well, believe me or not, they ditched farms and used temple flowers at dirt cheap prices and sold it at a premium. See, Pool realized that it will never be able to compete with the local incense stick makers. So what they did was, they played differently. They positioned themselves in the high gifting category. And they didn't have the competition of the local incense stick makers. Smart positioning and grabbing the white space in the industry made Pool a multi-million-dollar company today. The next startup is for every woman present here and for every male who has a woman in his life, be it either his mother, sister, girlfriend, crush, friend, anyone, wife, anyone. And it is called Matri. This is a startup which came to Shark Tank India as well. Now, the founders are Ronnie and Rohan. Ronnie and Rohan envision a world where women entrepreneurs of all age or women of all age will no longer have to endure unnecessary pain or discomfort during their menstrual cycle. See, us women till date only had either pills, that is Meftal-Spas, or either hot water bags for the pain we go through the menstrual cycle. What they did is they created a patch, this product, and the pain after applying this will reduce from 100% to at least 25%. That is what they claim. And the prototype they created was this in the picture it is shown, and they came up with a prototype of this product. As my friend Isha already told, that for a startup to be successful, it needs that one single differentiation, right? So their differentiation is grabbing the white space in the industry and creating a product. The next startup is this company called Twasta. Now Twasta is India's first 3D printed house. Can you guys guess that in how many days this house was built? Anyone? A number, a year, any number. Oh, it's already written, guys, but you have to guess. Okay, no worries. Well, this house was created in just 21 days. For people who don't know what 3D printing is, so 3D printing is literally printing a product through a printer by feeding designs in it. People all across the globe are using this technology for making number of products like houses to bridges to even body parts. Now this bridge, it was built in China in just 450 hours that is almost 18 days. And the startup that I mentioned, Twasta, wants to use this technology to make India's housing more efficient and affordable. They are already valued at a valuation of rupees 350 crores and they have a massive market to address to. Now, coming to the summary portion, did you guys notice that I had put a tree in this first slide of my presentation? That tree represents a startup. Let me explain the metaphor. So this is a tree here. The roots of the tree represent the fundamentals of any startup. As roots are important for a tree to get nutrients. Similarly, for a startup, it needs a very strong foundation, which includes a good product, a good idea, and also a good team. The second comes the trunk. The trunk represents the core development phase of the product. Then comes the branches. As and when the tree grows, it spreads its branches. Similar for a startup. As and when a startup grows, it spreads its branches. For example, entering into a new segment, launching a new product, launching a new service, or anything. And for leaves represent the customers or clients of the startup. As leaves are very important to get photosynthesis, similar, clients are very important for the survival of any startup. And at last comes growth. Both trees and startup grow over time. While trees face challenges such as storms, startups face challenges like business competition. Now that we have understood the concept of startup in this layman language, that was my time. Thank you. If you have any query regarding any MSME scheme or startup, then do feel free to contact me. This is my email ID. So please feel to contact me and I'll share all the details that I know. Thank you.